Welcome to the Goodnite Show, featuring your host, Jordan Geske.
So you're back, you're in Calgary, you're out of Calgary, you're traveling around, you're doing tours. Tyson Ray Borsboom, everyone. So welcome home. I know you come here pretty often.
Yeah.
Since you've moved.
Calgary. I moved to Vancouver, Coquitlam. I feel like I'm not allowed to say Vancouver because I'm in Coquitlam outside of proper.
Yeah.
But I've been back and forth, played Stampede shows and then touring in August. I was back for like 3 weeks in September, but now back touring again. Mm-hmm. And then I'm gone to Germany for a month. So since moving, I haven't had like a ton of time to settle into Coquitlam, but it's been great. The summers there are super nice, but I love Calgary so much. So I love coming back, and it'll always feel like, home. I don't know how long we'll be out in BC for. Hopefully come back sooner rather than later. Definitely the idea is to settle down here because
I've moved to BC a couple times myself, and I keep getting dragged back here. But I always tell myself, like, BC is my end game.
Yeah.
But then I keep getting dragged back to Calgary. Business is good in Calgary. Business is great in Calgary. Like, it's a great place to be a business owner. There's not as much competition, I feel, but like there's a lot more small businesses. I don't know.
Like we were talking about before, like the housing market. I'm like, if I want to have a family one day, the minimum I'm 1.1 million, like even outside of proper, and I'm like, I can get something really great in Calgary, at least right now for 800.
Yeah, like a condo in Vancouver is 500. Like you can get a one bedroom for $450.
It's so bad.
Yeah. Calgary market's down right now.
Yeah.
I was just looking. So like October CREB report, which is the Calgary Real Estate Board, down like 14% on price, or on sales. Sorry, 4% on price.
Yeah.
14% on sales. So it's like, it's pretty insane. It's a huge drop, and I think it still takes readjusting. I was just at a market overview that was done by Scotiabank, and they were like, where are all the buyers? And the buyers are there. They're just not buying. Everything's overpriced. All these people who bought during like the peak are now trying to sell while it's still worth what they bought it for.
Right.
And that's not going to happen.
Yeah.
Those people are going to pull it off the market. They're going to live there. I think you'll see like a readjustment. Yeah. So, and then things will be back down a little bit. Like, yeah.
Yeah, like I have a place in Lethbridge, and I really don't know what the prices are going to do here in the next little bit. Just hang on to it. Got it rented out right now. It's
springtime. Springtime, list it up and just see what happens.
That's what they say.
Yeah.
That's what they say.
Yeah, spring things fly. But winter, it's like probably 1/10 of the listings on the market during the winter.
Yeah, am I just like forget every year? The weather just like flipped here recently, and I'm like...
Yeah,
is it
crazy.
always this cold this early?
It happened so fast though this time. Yeah, it was crazy. Like there's I don't know if you saw the video of the whiteout on. There was a whiteout between Calgary and Edmonton. We'll pull it up on the screen while we talk about it.
I gotta go to like Penticton today actually. Like literally after the podcast today, we're gonna drive halfway to like Revelstoke, whatever. Like? I think it's fine. Like I was looking at the weather fronts and there was nothing moving. So maybe that snow is still on the ground, but I'm assuming it's melted by now. That looked bad. Yeah, and I didn't even know there was a snow warning coming in. And usually I do because What's Good's usually on top of that. But I saw that. I was like, holy shit, it is winter today. Like that is insane. And then I took my dog out. I'm wearing my winter jacket already. I feel like it's early, halfway through October to be busting out the winter jacket. Yeah, I got my, the classic like hoodie jacket situation that's like fall, feels very comfortable. I'm like, that only takes you to about -5, -10. After that, you gotta go full winter gear.
We had a pretty good summer though.
Really good.
It was really wet.
Really good summer.
Yeah. Were you here for much of the summer? You were here for Stampede.
No, here for Stampede. Honestly, I moved to Vancouver and then I heard everybody complaining about the summer in Calgary, and the summer that when I was back in Vancouver was so nice. Yeah. It was literally like, it was reverse roles.
People were like complaining because it was wet, and I was like, I kind of like this.
At least it's not the forest fires.
Yeah. I have asthma, so every year the forest fires, I'm like, I got to get out of Calgary for a bit, and I'll go on a little venture. Yeah. No, because it's brutal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
have some photos. Like, we do comparisons every year when the forest fires come out and post them on What's Good. And it's like, you'll see like the day before and the day of, and it's like you can't see across the street sometimes.
Was this year record rainfall?
Yeah.
Or was it a certain month?
Yeah.
July or August or something?
I don't know.
Like that?
We'd have to look that up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
July.
Yeah, July. Yeah. And then September was the driest September, apparently. So that was like a really quick flip. Yeah, we did a post about that one too. So.
I feel like that's like perfect for the agriculture for the crops.
Yeah,
I think that's,
exactly. Dry them out and then you can harvest them right? Yeah, because it has to be like the perfect humidity to dry them properly. I don't know much about that world. I watched Clarkson's Farm.
Yeah,
so that's like my favorite show ever. So I know a little bit. You know,
what's the Clarkson's Farm thing? I didn't even realize what it was.
Yeah, it's great.
Because was he doing like a race car thing before the Clarksons?
So Jeremy Clarkson was what's the original show called? Top Gear. He did Top Gear for like decades. And then he got in a spat with the producer. Basically, I think the director or the producer, one of the two guys, they were feeding them poorly. They were keeping them working long hours, and he popped the guy in the face. And
punched him.
So he got fired from the whole show, and then they went and they just remade the show like basically 1-to-1. Just named it the Grand Tour on Amazon. And then he did that for a bit. I think they have one more coming out, and then all of a sudden he was on a farm. So he's owned this farm for a very long time. And basically, he had somebody working the farm. It's like his family farm, and just outside of Chipping Norton or something. And it's basically they hate him there. He does some terrible stuff. It's like having Bam Margera live next to you, right? Yeah. Except this guy's 65.
Yeah.
But he fired the guy, retired, and he went there and he was like, I'm gonna run the show. So
it seems like very comedic. Like I don't know how I don't see how he like originally got big, but it just seemed like someone who's like has no business running a farm is running a farm. Basically, that's
he wasn't
the
even good at
storyline.
Driving though. So I mean, like he was running
how did he even get
show. So
famous initially? Was he in TV and film?
Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? He was in. I don't know if that was before.
I love this
or
lore.
After.
This is amazing.
Yeah, before or after the Top Gear show, he was the host of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. And then he's like a big deal.
Yeah.
In,
well, now he's incredibly popular. I think he has tons of followers. I feel like I saw a thing online. He's like. Yeah, top 10, 20 like richest
and he's
people
pretty
in like
humble.
TV and film.
Like, so Clarkson's Farm is it's a reality TV show, so it's live, and lots of editing going into it. I'm sure, but it's so interesting seeing in England how people treat their celebrities versus North America. A lot of North America, people treat celebrities like there's some sort of apex, some god, right? Like the elite. And in his show, everyone just is always cussing him. And he's worth like 160 million. He's one of the biggest celebrities in fucking Britain, and like he's very humble about it. Everybody treats him like just the next guy. You know what I mean? So
that's great.
It's cool to see.
I wish that it was like that here.
Yeah, it's something else here. Hollywood's turned it into that, right?
Hollywood's very interesting. I feel like there's like people in my life, like I've tried to change my perspective, like from an artist perspective, like the artists that I know or that I've like bumped shoulders with, like trying to be more normal with them, and it's so hard to because everybody just like idolizes them and has this like has them on a pedestal. To like meet them face to face and just be normal to them is actually like initially very hard, but then it's just like. You'd think about it and like, you know, you're like Zach Bryan's or something like that. It's just like a regular person, like you don't like, it'd be just weird to like meet them and just be like, oh my God, it's like so amazing to meet you. Like you're you're so
and
talented.
They're just like, fuck,
it's like when you're weird like that, it's like you're not supposed to be.
Yeah.
So trying to like change my perspective because it's fun. Like, you know, my fiance or like friends would be like that. You know what I mean? And me even a little bit, but I'm like trying to change my perspective. Probably like convincing myself, you know what I mean? Like even if I don't feel that way, just be like, no, just
do you meet
regular
a lot
person.
Of artists on the road, like bigger artists? You think
it's usually like friends of friends, or it'll be like festival situations or something like that. You'll like get backstage or something like that. Like the reason I bring up the Zach Bryan thing is like friends of friends. Like I know a decent amount of like the Nolene Hoffman band. Like they're here from Calgary, and she's toured with Zach Bryan and with like Charlie Crockett and Coulter Wall and like a bunch of huge names. So in my mind, I'm like, well, I know her band super well, so I've like, been backstage sometimes at some of the events. I don't really know like Nolene super well, but even she's amazing. And I'm like, I don't want to like bump into like Zach or like somebody one day and be like all weird about it. So I'm like trying to like make those situations more normal because that situation might end up happening one day.
Yeah.
But not a ton. It's usually like festival situations. Either festivals or like friends of friends, they ended up like bringing you backstage or something like that, and you just like don't want to be that guy. I actually know
the fanboy.
Yeah, the
You'll
fanboy.
Never get backstage again.
I met the Glorious Sons. Do you know the Glorious Sons? Yeah, Toronto. Yeah. Or Kingston, I guess. Yeah. Way back when, it was a funny situation. They were opening for the Sheepdogs, I think, at like Whoop Up Days in Lethbridge. And they like, way smaller back then, they came out and they were doing like signings at the photo booth. And I was like 20 years old, 22 or something like that. I went with my drummer at the time. And I don't know how, but I just like ended up on the other side of the signing booth, like with the band. Like I think I was like joking around, drunk, probably something like that. And then my drummer like saw that it was there, and he's like, "Oh, like pretend you're with the band." So I was like, like jokingly, and I was like signing the posters and stuff, and like literally, I'm like, "Have you not seen a picture of the band? Like the people who like just watched the show were like fanboying me as if I was like part of the band."
That's awesome.
And I was just like faking it and whatever. And the guitarist like thought it was funny. Jay is the guy who I ended up befriending, and he thought it was funny. He was just like whatever, and he's like, "Hey, do you want to come to the trailer, have a beer?" And I was like backstage, like. Come like to the trailer and have a beer. It's like try to be cool about it, and you go and just like have a beer with them, and we just hit it off and just like trying to be normal in that situation, and then just like got his info, and we've just like stayed in touch ever since, and they're like super nice. But being in those situations like backstage in the green room or whatever, and like trying to be normal because it feels very surreal, I guess is a good way to put it.
Yeah,
have you ever been in a situation any like backstage, something like some famous people or something bring you in a situation like that?
Not that I can think of. Definitely not in the music world.
Yeah,
no, not that I can think of off the top of my head.
Unless you're like born into that world, I guess a little bit. Like it feels very weird to me to imagine. Like I feel like I saw an interview like Matthew McConaughey's son, just like growing up on movie sets. Like I could never imagine what that would be like. Yeah, like literally just like having. Crazy. Your dad is this famous musician or this famous actor, and you're just like growing up touring the world or something like that. Like that would be
It's like your world is so different if you grew up in that world, right? You've never been an outsider. And it's like that'd be very interesting.
Very interesting.
It's almost a good movie plot itself. So what's and let's talk a little bit about your bounce back and forth from Calgary and Vancouver, and while you're here, I want to pick your brain on a few things. So now you consider yourself like a Vancouverite yet, or are you're Calgarian still?
No, I'm Vancouverite.
You're moving? Moving on the meter
boots on the ground. Fiance's got a job there that is going to be at least for however long, like 2-3 years. For the first few months of the move, I would joke around and say that Charlotte's my fiance. She lives in Vancouver and I live in Calgary. And she didn't like that very much. She didn't think that was very funny. Because I was like, I came back for Stampede and I came back and I was touring. So like the amount of time the reason I said that is the amount of time that I was gone, like on the road, versus the amount of time that I was in Vancouver was more. I was gone more than I was there. But I have an address there. My ID says I'm there. That's home. I don't have a bed to sleep in here on the weekly basis. So
that's fair. So when you're in Calgary, do you have a restaurant that you have to go to? Is there like a staple to you that you're like, if you had to pick something, is there? It's like, man, that makes me feel like Calgary's home again.
You know what?
You get a little homesick. You're missing Charlotte.
I would say that very recently, it's honestly my guitarist Brett McCready. He lives right downtown, like close to 17th, where I ran into you when I was running that day. And I would say that our go-to spot as of late is cold beer and pizza, because it's like
cold beer and pizza.
literally walking distance from his place.
Cold beer and pizza.
The pizza's so great,
fucking amazing.
and it's such a great price.
Language. Yeah. Also, like they do like the big square meter pizzas. Like you can get the 1 meter pizza. It's built. Is it on focaccia bread?
Yes.
Like it's
so
good.
It's so good.
That place is great. I think it's like one of my favorite summer hangouts. It has such a unique patio too. It's like the inset patio into the ground.
A little
like,
half in, half out.
Yeah. It's like, it's really cool. That place is super
It seems like it's great prices.
Yeah,
like I swear there was like, I got like 4 beers last time and it was like 22 or 23. And I don't even think it was happy hour. I think the beers was like $6.50, which is like,
no, that place is
that
great.
Is a supremely good
and
price
what
for these days.
And what a great name.
Yeah.
Cold beer and pizza. Shout out.
Who was saying to me they should have, I don't know if it would have worked in a comedic sense. Warm beer, cold pizza. Other way around. Other way around.
That one.
Oh, other way around.
I like
if it
that
would have like people been like, that's not funny. Like I don't want warm beer. Like just being funny. I'm just being funny.
Did you have their pizza? I feel like I think I could eat one of the meter pizzas. Like 20 minutes sitting, 1 beer with me. They're big, but man, they're good.
I'm someone who's wanted to do an eating competition for the longest time.
Shit, next time you're in town, we're gonna record.
And I'm a big hot wing guy too. So I want to do like I've like unsolicited just done the hot wing challenge just like at home, you know, like not even videoed myself, just cuz. But I don't know if I can take it anymore. My
body doesn't like it as much. Yeah, it's I'm big on hot sauce. Like, but when I go to a night market, I go home with like somewhere between 5 to 10 different hot sauces every single time. Yeah. Like shout out Knocks Your Socks Off. That's the best hot sauce in Calgary.
I need to try it. I don't know if I have.
Yeah, it's great. It's great.
I love trying new hot sauce.
Yeah, Knocks Your Socks Off. He's got barbecue sauce. He's got hot sauce. But my favorite thing that he has, one of his hot sauces, is a mustard hot sauce. So it's like this spicy mustard, and man, like you making a smoky or a burger or even just like a ham, like slicing some
like
ham,
smoked meats, even like a pulled pork or something like that.
Delicious.
So good.
Yeah.
I've always wanted to do like a pizza eating competition or something like that, and literally, I don't know. I think it's just because I'm finishing the meal. Every time you're going out with friends, you're like, they're just starting, and you're like finishing your burger or something like that. I'm like, no, I probably took that down in like 20 seconds.
Oh yeah.
Then we were going to a show, and I was like, I think I said like jokingly, I was like, oh yeah, I want to see how, like I was so hungry. And I'm like, I want to see how quick I can eat this burger. I can probably get it down in 30, 45 seconds, like max.
Yeah.
No, not as easy as it looks.
No.
Like literally attempting to like stuff my face, maybe like a minute 5, which is still really quick.
That's good. But
good. Like I was choking. Yeah. Like it was like 35 or 40 seconds, 2 bites left, and I'm like, this is just, I wish I wouldn't have done this. Yeah. This is painful. This is not fun.
Are there still, Donovan, do you know of any like restaurants that do like eating competitions? Like I think the Pig and Duke has.
Next time I'm in town, we gotta do it. What kind of?
We'll sponsor you for the Pig and Duke's big burger. They have a burger.
They have a burger.
They have a giant burger.
Okay.
And if you can eat it, I think they pay you or something. I don't know.
Let's do it.
Someone will.
I'm down.
There's also the poutine that comes with it.
The poutine that comes with it?
Oh, God.
And is there a time limit?
Yeah, I think it's, yeah. There is a time limit.
Oh,
yeah. We'll pull it up. You wanna look it up on your phone and let us know? Yeah, we'll find an eating competition. Next time you're in town, we'll do a video. We'll try our best. Yeah.
Let's do it.
Yeah, I think that'd be hilarious. That's good. Yeah, no, it's that one's unique. Okay, cool. So yeah, cold beer and pizza is the spot to hit for you right now. Yeah. That's fair. Yeah. I think that weans off as it gets colder for me. Like I love cold beer and pizza, especially on a fall night. Like fall night, it's beautiful on that patio. Like I love it.
Yeah, there's it's not Ginia. There's a different noodle spot. I used to live in Crescent Heights, and it was just south there. Not quite in Chinatown, but just north there, like on the other side of the river.
Noodle, maybe? No,
I don't think
there's one there. I call them out all the time.
There's one. It's literally only open, I think, from like 11 to 2.
Oh, really?
Or 11 to 3, and I think like Monday to Thursday. And it's sick. They play like good like electronic music in there, and it's like always packed.
Okay,
it's always packed.
I got to figure that one out. I'm a big noodle fan. Noodles are like my go-to.
So
yeah.
My issue is like it's same with like an Indian food, or I go to like an Asian restaurant, and I'm like, I love so many different cuisines that they have there, but I don't know what to order.
Yeah.
Like this is my exact thing with like the noodle bars. I like I'll literally be like, I want a spicy creamy broth. Like I don't know. I think I've realized now like it's like a miso or something like that. Yeah. And then get like a spicy. But I'm like, I don't know what to order.
Yeah.
So it's like an issue of
spicy,
going there.
Spicy, creamy, just always look for chili goma.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the chili goma. I think like at Junior, I think there's like a black one too that's really good as well.
Yeah. You probably like the black garlic. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a big noodle fan. Yeah.
Oh, so good.
What about like Calgary staples for you? Like, let's say here's one. If you had to give 3 Calgary restaurants that you think are like staples for people to try, if you were bringing somebody, you're coming from Vancouver and you're bringing some of your new Vancouver friends, and you're gonna get to take them out 3 times, right, for food. Like, give me 3 Calgary spots that you would hit.
I'm so bad with actual names of restaurants. It's literally...
You can say, on the corner of here...
Let me think.
Yeah. Would it be... What kind of food would it be? Are you looking at, like, I'm going to take them down to, like, the Guild, or, like, is it, like, local pubs?
No, so there's an Indian restaurant that me and my fiance went to for our anniversary. I feel like it's the most, like, popular Indian spot in town. I think it's on 17th. Little more like upscale. The inside is like super, like not fancy, but just like very well done. Like I'm a big fan, like the greenery and plants and stuff.
Yep.
I can't remember what it's called. I think it's like right there close to your like porches and stuff like that.
Okay, yeah,
it's an Indian restaurant. Unbelievable.
We'll pull it up. We'll try to find it.
But that's my number 1.
Yeah.
What's number 2? I'm trying to think of.
Calgary staple.
Yeah,
something that you're like,
ooh,
you gotta check this out.
The new,
right? It probably has to do with music for you.
I was literally, that's so funny you said that. The new spot that Old Beautiful opened up, the Sound Room.
Oh, really?
Have you been? No, it's great. Like very like speakeasy-esque, and they got vinyls rolling like 24/7. It's always like, it was funny. I was like, hey kid, like it was like a little less busy one morning. We went like early afternoon, and I was like, oh, can I make a suggestion? And he was like, you could see the server like roll his eyes like, what's this guy got for me, like whatever. And it was like the second album from Leon Bridges that I recommended. Nice. And he was like, that's the vibe, all good, like the smooth jazz, the blues, but like that's like the vibe that they have going on.
I'll definitely have to check that one out.
So good. And it's Old Beautiful, you know what I mean? So you can't miss there. And then I guess that's an easy roll into number 3, the Cold Garden.
Cold Garden. That is a staple.
Yeah,
that is a staple.
It's days. Like, I mean, I'm glad that they're busy. I love the business for them, but it's always like it would be like a 1 degree day, the sun's shining, and you like can't find a seat. It's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah. It's always so busy.
It's nuts.
That's why when Old Beautiful there was nice to split the difference and like have them both packed, but now it's R.I.P.
Yeah,
R.I.P.
Yeah. No, that place is, I think everybody, like, as soon as the sun's out, it doesn't even have to be warm. They're just like, okay, let's go to Cold Garden.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Actually.
Yeah. What if it was music and a show? What if you had to say, like, if you were going to tell somebody to go see the Calgary music scene, what would it be? What? You can name more than one if you don't want to pick favorites.
Depending on your genre taste, I would probably have to say the King Eddie or the Palomino.
Yeah.
Palomino's got a little bit more of that.
Palomino's one of mine.
Yeah,
for sure.
Underground vibe. Then you like, if you want something a little bit more rocky, you can even catch like a metal or a punk show, something like that. Otherwise, King Eddie is like a great staple. One that's like, even I haven't played there, but I've wanted to so badly. Prairie Emporium. I believe that they're a motorcycle cafe. And
motorcycle cafe. Yeah.
And they put on, and I'm like huge motorcycle advocate. They put on these shows every once in a while. They're always so busy there, so they don't very often. But every time that I see like a posting, like say like Carter Felker and like Amy Nelson played there, it looks unbelievable. It looks so great. They have like a little makeshift stage.
Prairie Emporium?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll have to check that out.
Yeah.
That sounds cool.
It's a great one as well.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay,
so those would be my three three for sure.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's awesome. No, yeah, I think King Eddie and Palomino are definitely a no-brainer.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's I really like the sound and the stage at Prairie Dog. That's a more chill.
Yeah.
More chill music vibe. But what an awesome job that they've done. Jared, one of the owners there, him and his wife, that they've done with the sound and everything there. It's amazing. And then it's definitely a more chill vibe. But man, I still to this day I love Prairie Dog beer and barbecue.
Yeah, the sound is so good there. Every time that they have such a huge clientele of musicians that want to play there. Usually when I was in Calgary, my turnover Rolodex would be every 3 months I try to get into that place again, and they're literally once a year. Yeah, because they're just lineup of artists out the door. The sound is so good. The stage is crazy.
And they pay artists fairly.
Yeah, super great.
From my understanding, they pay them really well. I would to a lot of places.
I think last time I chatted, they're always so busy that it's so tough for them to do a ticketed event because then, maybe if it was something really small, $5 or $10 to get in the door, then maybe you could do, or an added to your seat or something like that. But they're so busy with their barbecue that it's tough to be we don't want to turn any customers away because they don't want to see the music. You know what I mean? But I'd such a big, beautiful stage, great PA system. The sound tech's always killing it there. I'd love to do a full band show there. With the drums, the guitars, everything.
Let me know when you do.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah, it's so great.
And they're busy. I go there at lunch and they're full. People are buying the barbecue. It's
Are they
great.
close here?
They're just down by Chinook. So they're not too far. You just hop on McLeod right now. We're right on McLeod. So it's not that bad. It's a 10-minute drive. So
I love it over there.
Yeah, no, it's great. Yeah. That place is awesome as well. Yeah. What was it like coming up in the music scene in Calgary? Is it do you think it's the same everywhere? Is there something unique about this place? We recently put together the playlist with 100 local artists in it, and I wish it got more love. I thought it would be a bigger deal.
Yeah.
But the artists are sharing it between each other, which is great. But the music on that playlist, I was dumbfounded. I was man, there is so much incredible talent. There's people I would compare to Beyonce. There's people I would compare to Zach Bryan.
Yeah.
There's so much incredible talent in Calgary. There must be something that drives it. You know what I mean?
I'm not really sure if it's been on that come up in this last 10, 15 years because I was still under 18 or not in the music scene before that. But yeah, I mean honestly, I used to speak very highly, or still do speak very highly about the group in Winnipeg. They have this unbelievable scene and community and camaraderie there that there's just a group of 40, 50, 60 artists that are all just on the come up at the same time. Your Boy Goldens, your Field Guides, your Chris Ulrichs, your Fontines. And I think that Calgary is starting to have that as well, and that's we've talked about it before, the Pocono House with Michael Bernard Fitzgerald, trying
awesome.
to cultivate honestly a similar scene to what they have, and it's been so great. Honestly, every day or every week I find a new artist in Calgary that is amazing. That is amazing. So I don't know. I can't really speak to before that 15 years that I was not of age or outside of the music scene, but it's so phenomenal. And honestly, I feel very, very lucky. When I was playing down in Lethbridge, just the other day, all of friends that hadn't seen me play with the band or whatever, they were like, where did you find this band? Where did you find this band? And I was literally super, super lucky just be in Pocono House. Cause you need a drummer, there's 3 different drummers. You need a guitarist, there's 3 different guitarists. It's literally just you just in the group chat. Yeah. Hey guys, I'm going on tour. Country folk music.
Pocono House is a super cool concept.
Yeah,
it's a really cool place. So I run a business center, which is kind of similar. I have a floor with 80 tenants in single offices, between 1 to 5 people in each office. And Pocono House, I'll let you kind of explain what's going on there.
Yeah, so it used to be Michael Bernard Fitzgerald started it in his old house, and literally he was moving in with his partner, and he wanted to rent it out. And he was what better than a studio space? So he literally, I think there was 3 or 4 different bedrooms, and everybody just they were all different studio jam spaces, whatever you wanted, just a musical creative, a creative house. And then he wanted it to be bigger, and I think he honestly wanted to sell the house as well. So we moved into Crossroads Market, and that's where Pocono House is now. Yeah, and you just rent out a space. 2 people in, like 1 person in a room, 2 people in a room, 3 people in a room, depending on your needs or how often you're in there. You can have your studio equipment in there. It can be a jam space. It can be a recording space. It can be like a creative space, whatever you want it to be. And similar how you were saying with like 80 different rooms, obviously smaller. There's 10 rooms right now, maybe a little more than that, but yeah, 10-ish. There's like a kitchenette and everything there, so you can, be there all day, and, you're going down to the market, you can get your lunch, whatever. And I think that the goal is to blow up the back wall and like create even more office spaces.
That's awesome.
Because he just wants it to be bigger and bigger every time.
There's so much collaboration there, right? Like you were telling me, like when you're working there, it's so much easier because you have different people who understand different instruments and stuff who are like, oh, that's cool, but have you thought of this? And the collaboration takes it to a whole new level.
Yeah, literally, like, the person next door, they can hear what you're saying, pop in, oh, listen to this track. What do you think about this? Not sure what other instrumentation you're playing. So it's amazing. I feel very, very lucky to like be a part of the group there because like, my producer Phoenix is there. I found my guitarist Brett, Nick Winnetoy's in there. He's drumming for Nolene now. So very, very lucky that Taylor McKnight, who's just on tour with Daniel James McFadden from the East Coast, he's drumming for me now. And then Jesse Shire on bass, and like he plays with like tons of different projects in town, San Arno, of the mountain. It's beautiful. I love it so much. And then, studio time when you're on the road, you just always have people to work with and, people that can help you out with your craft. I consider myself someone who has a lot to learn the craft with music as well. So there's people that have been there that, have been helping with songwriting and helping with like my guitar skills and stuff like that. So I feel like if I wasn't part of that group, I wouldn't be the musician that I am or like grown to in the past like 2 or 3 years. Yeah. And Michael's been a huge part of that. I kind of unofficially consider him my mentor because he's like, in my mind, a really big musician. And again, speaking to what we were talking to before, like normalizing people that are like a little bit famous or just like in that realm a little bit. So like, seeing him around, the Pocono House all the time, just literally being like, just a normal guy, just coming in, doing his 9 to 5, sending his emails, working on his tracks, whatever. He just would like call me like out of the blue. Like as soon as I got a part of the collective, he would just like call me out of the blue just to like, what are you working on? Like, what are you doing? Like, oh, like suggestions, like, I kind of like love what you're working on, love what you're doing. Kind of, this is my suggestion, direction, you should take it. Keep putting your songs out, keep working it, keep, on your social media stuff, keep grinding. And like, I feel like you could really make it in the next, like 5 to 10 years. You just stay on that path. And, invaluable to have someone like that who would just like have your back and like literally just like, lack of a better, just like pump my tires. Like, it's tough to it's tough to really like give yourself a pat on the back a lot of the time, and to have someone that like has had that success and like had done the things that he's done, opening for the Strombellas and like, being on a label and, having a manager and, touring not the world. He's been to Europe. He's done like tons of dates all over, North America and stuff. So to have someone like that telling you that you're doing something right feels great.
Yeah. No, that's awesome. Yeah. That's great. Glad to hear. Yeah. What was, do you remember the first show you ever did in Calgary? I saw you once a long time ago at Koi.
Honestly, that's the first thing that came to mind was Koi. Koi was awesome. Koi could have literally been it.
Yeah. The night that I saw you was the first time I ever saw my good friend Brett Cassidy.
Yeah.
He was playing live, and it was like his first live show ever.
Brett was one of the first people that I feel like I ever met in the Calgary music scene. And then funny enough, way back when, I think that Jesse Shire, my bassist now, was bartending.
Oh, yeah.
At Koi.
That's really, yeah. There was a lot going on that night, and there was some incredible talent there that night.
Koi.
It was a little come up, and I loved Koi. It's too bad that they're closed.
Yeah.
They didn't move.
They're closed. They were doing like a collaboration at the Attic for a while. I'm not sure.
I hear good things about the Attic.
Yeah, because I know that they're doing, what is it, like blues. There's some blues thing going on. I can't remember if you guys were posting about it.
Yeah, we just did a giveaway for it. Yeah. They reached out. Yeah,
and the Attic is great. They're really, really fantastic.
We just did a giveaway, and the people who we sent there, they came, they messaged us, they said thank you so much. They promoted the Attic to us. We were like, Tell everyone else. We do this stuff because I don't know. A lot of people, I think they look at what's good and they think it's just this promotions company or something, but most of what we do for free. It's a passion project. We have other businesses.
Yeah.
So we anything that we're doing for musicians, most of the videos we do for small businesses, we pay people to go shoot the videos.
Yeah.
And then we don't charge the small business.
Yeah.
Like we're actually we're doing everything we can to keep the Calgary promotions and culture scene alive as much as we can. We definitely make money. We're not like a nonprofit or anything. Like we have clients that see how good we are at things and they want to hire us for that, right?
Yeah.
So, but it's not our end goal, right? But the Attic, I heard great things from the people that we sent there, and I hope we get to collab on more stuff with them in the near future.
Yeah, I feel like I didn't even realize. Like to me, like I feel like I heard about the Attic when Koi moved over there, and it was like not just music venue. Like I knew that the food is great, but then I like realized I think they like classify themselves as a vegan cafe.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So like everything is vegan there, and like the pizza is unbelievable.
Yeah,
it's unbelievable.
Sometimes you're surprised by that. Yeah.
Always.
I know there's this amazing like sandwich shop and ice cream shop called Apprentice Cafe, and it's right at the hill overlooking Calgary. I can't remember the name of it, but Apprentice Cafe, amazing spot. Check it out. But his ice cream is, sorry if I get this wrong, Ryan, but I want to say it's vegan.
Okay.
But he doesn't even advertise that. Because he's like, then people, they're not going to get it. But it's some of the best ice cream I've ever had. He makes it all himself. He worked in a Michelin star restaurant. He's an amazing guy. We hope to have him on the show. I did reach out just recently. But his sandwiches, if you're looking for a place to go get a breakfast sandwich, and like he's got a variety of things: cookies, baked goods, ice creams. I often buy a pint of ice cream. He makes it there for my girlfriend. But the place is unbelievable, and it's got the best view in Calgary. So definitely check it out if you're looking for like a sunset or a sunrise.
I have this awful internal battle with being a foodie.
Yeah.
Like loving food so much. But I wouldn't say not being able to afford to eat out, but more so it's so expensive. And I'm like, I want to go out and eat so much. Like literally like me and Charlie will do like one date night like a month. Cause I'm literally like, I would eat out so much because there's like this sandwich shop that I want to try, and there's this noodle place that I want to try, and there's this pizza place that I want to try. Like in Calgary, so much good food. Vancouver, so much good food, and I'm like, I just can't. Like I want to eat out all the time.
I eat out way too much. We've been cutting back, but no, I'm a glutton when it comes to that.
So bad.
Yeah. I have to try everything twice. If I don't like it, I'll try it again. There must be a reason it's around.
There must be.
Yeah. So, yeah. No, I'm definitely out there. I think I've tried most restaurants in Calgary.
I want to try more, and there's always more popping up too. Like with what's good, but also just like TikTok stuff. There's always just like, have you eaten at this restaurant? And I feel like there's so many huge, I guess, food influencers.
Yeah. I think they call themselves foodies and creators. Yeah. So Calgary has a huge creator and foodie and influencer scene. It's pretty crazy. Yeah. There's a lot of them, and you see a lot more of those types of jobs opening. Like you would have never thought that was a job 10 years ago. You know what I mean? Well, but as different jobs, they start migrating away with like AI and automation. There's new jobs that pop up.
Well, if you're not like you're not getting these sponsored ads, like Canadian content creators don't get paid, right?
You can get paid through YouTube and Facebook. Instagram doesn't pay. I think TikTok's starting to pay. I'm not 100% sure. We don't do TikTok.
Yeah.
We're basically just on Instagram. We are on Facebook too, but everything's auto posted there. We don't moderate Facebook. We don't go out of our way to check what's going on there. Sadly, sorry people on Facebook. But
well, I have a buddy every day same time, I believe. Is it? Shout out Michael. He's got like 250, 300,000 followers, and his thing is he like goes in to a restaurant to try to become a regular.
Yeah.
He goes in there every day, same time, and sees how long it takes for them to just ask him for the usual.
Yeah.
He goes in there, and it's amazing. And like, I was like talking to him about it, and then I was like how difficult it is because just like not getting paid. And it seems like he's starting to get more like sponsorships and doing the little collaborations with like different companies and stuff like that. But I'm like, because he was over he was like flying to like he was doing it in like Europe, and he was doing it down in the US, and I think the goal is to like, I think he wants to move to New York, something like that, because he's also a stand-up comedian, but like so difficult. Like if you're not getting paid for your like content stuff.
Yeah, it's interesting, right? So one, like monetizing your content can quickly stop you from growing. Right? Like people they'll see you and they don't want to grow as much, right? They don't want to follow, oh, this is just a paid thing. You know, it takes away from that magic of somebody just doing something.
Yeah.
People they like to look at stuff as like social proof, right? They like to see it and be like, oh, this is so genuine.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
Right. And then also, like a lot of the foodies don't get paid. They just get like rather the event for free or the meal for free, right? So like a lot of them don't. So like we pay them even if we're not getting paid. So it's pretty interesting to see that they would be doing it even if we weren't paying them, right?
Well, it's like you never know, like, does that person have a day job? Like, is it a passion project?
Or a lot of them do.
Are you trying to make money on that? Like,
we work with some that are like full-time teachers.
Yeah.
It's really cool. Yeah, we work with, I know some that are lawyers. I know massage therapists, right? And like this is like a passion project for them for the most part. I think all of them probably want to make money off of it, right? We have a lot, dozens on contract, right? So it's pretty interesting. But like that's why kind of we didn't monetize our page by selling stuff on our page.
Yes.
We more like we have a set of skills.
Yeah.
And people know that from how we grew. In the first year we hit 10,000 followers. In the second year we hit 100,000.
I thought it was so crazy. Your guys' growth. I was literally like, give me your script. I need that.
So it's like we obviously, and then we own a production company.
Yeah.
We have cinema grade video.
Yeah.
We have a studio that is used in many different sets. We have a marketing company. We have a web development team. We have a full stack developer for apps, right? So we have a full set of skills, and we know every business owner from it, right? That's our way of monetizing what's good.
Yeah.
Is we use it with our other businesses. Now we know you. Cool. Let's talk. Maybe we can help you out in a different way.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think monetizing content on your page is tough, and that's why YouTube I think is so popular, because you don't technically need to go out and get a sponsor on YouTube, right? You can if you're big enough, but they will find the sponsors for you by just putting ads on your video if you're a YouTube partner, and then you get paid for the ads, right? So that doesn't happen on Instagram, for instance, right?
Yeah.
So on Instagram, you have to get paid by somebody in Canada at least. So it's a lot tougher.
Yeah.
So it's interesting. I find like the smarter way to create. I always tell people like if you're not a content creation company, then you won't be a company for long.
Yeah.
Right. Like that's the world that we live in right now. Is like you have to be creating content for whatever you're doing, or else you're not going to get clients. I have the guy who I just got a tattoo.
I was gonna say I thought I saw that on your page that was new.
So and he's an amazing tattoo artist. And he's pretty good at social media too. At IBZ Drop. But what he was telling me is like so many of the most talented tattoo artists who have been in the game for 20, 25 years, they're not getting clients anymore because they're older. They don't know how to make content. And the people that are getting chosen, they get chosen off Instagram. And I told him, I was like, well, yeah, I saw your Instagram. That's not how I chose him. I got this on a tour bus, and then and then he was the tattoo artist on the tour bus. Long story. He'll be on the episode. Maybe we'll tell it. But I think he's next episode. So
amazing.
But it's interesting to see like he's like so many people who are extremely talented aren't getting fully booked. And these people who are like not worth their weight in salt, like those people are getting fully booked just because they're making content that people resonate with, right? So like if you can't create this sense of like companionship through your content, then you're losing the battle, right? And it's interesting. So when I look at content creators, it's like that shouldn't be necessarily your skill. It should be your way of attraction, right? That's the law of attraction. You're putting something out there, right? Like if you believe in the law of attraction, that's how you do it. Social media, you put it out there, right? And sooner or later, that will become your brand, and people will resonate with it. And when they think of whatever you're making content about, then they will start to think about you. They'll connect you to it, right? There's a lot of things that I see on Instagram, and you mentioned cars. I'm like, boom, I know a guy on Instagram that I really like who does cars, right? Clothing, boom, you know what I mean? So there's a whole world of connection there. It's interesting.
Well, if I didn't do social media, like I was actually surprised how many people, because like I'm trying to like create more connection with fans at shows, not only just like through the performances, but like if they come up to the merch booth after, like, thank you so much for coming to the show. Like, how did you find out about the show? Or like, how did you happen upon it? Was it like a sponsored ad, or like, did a friend tell you about it, or you just like stumbled across it on Spotify? And I was actually surprised to hear how much the ads and just like posting on like TikTok and stuff paid off.
Oh yeah.
So I'm interested to see, like, once we go to the Okanagan, like how many people at those, because I don't have a really big fan base in BC and like in, you know, Penticton, Kelowna, Rossland, Cranbrook, to see who comes out to the shows and why they came out to shows, and just try to like grow on what worked. Because before 100%. It was literally just like putting out music and like hoping that the Spotify reached the person, or, you know, friend of friend. Because like that growth that's not on social media is like, it's difficult. It's difficult. Like you literally, like you were saying, like with the older generation, it's super difficult. Like my one friend is a tattoo artist in Kelowna, and he like takes video and posts it, and booked for like a year out, like crazy.
Yeah, that's nuts.
Yeah.
But it's like I have a friend who, he's in digital marketing, and all he does is tattoo artists. That's his niche.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So he does videography, runs ads, builds websites, he does everything in digital marketing, but he only works with tattoo artists. That's his niche. Yeah. Because they need it so much. Yeah. Right. Yeah. So, and I think you'll see a lot more of that, is like kind of digital marketing breaking into niches. I run a big digital marketing company. I don't trust any digital marketing companies. They're all, there needs to be a licensing program. Anybody can go out and say, I'm a digital marketer now. It's like you lose your job, you start running Google ads. Okay, apparently you're in marketing. Yeah. But it's interesting. I think that it will grow more with content creation. People who understand content creation and don't have a skill of their own, I suggest they find out how they can make content creation for other people. Yeah. Right? Because there is that huge pocket, right, of musicians, of like, and you might not, it'd be hard to do for a traveling musician. You'd have to travel with them. Well, what about a bar that has a lot of musicians? Why not approach a bar and say, well, hey, we'll make content for everybody who comes here. Yeah. You could offer it to them, and you can offer them this package. Here's a cut rate, right? So like, I think content,
it's a really good idea.
Content is king out there. Like moving into that direction. If you're not making content, you're hooped. And especially with AI coming out, and you have to be everywhere on the internet, because that's, people are just Googling everything. So it'll be interesting. Yeah.
100%.
Yeah. Well, I think one thing I'd love to do, you recently popped by because I wanted to do some sound tests in our studio. Yeah. And you did an acoustic little song for us here. I did. So I wanted to kind of roll out with that. You'll have to hit the copyright strike thing so I don't get flagged on YouTube. Yeah. And then other than that, though, before we start rolling that, is there anything you want to plug or anything? This will probably be out within the next week. So anything that's coming up, or when's the next time you're in town?
Yeah, I'm on tour right now, but that's
headed to Germany.
Headed to Germany. A couple band shows in the Okanagan before, but the show probably won't be out before then. I'll probably be back playing shows in May and June. Hopefully get back to play some shows then, probably just as a little duo or trio. But yeah, please do follow if you like country or folk music. My name is Tyson Ray Borsboom. I'm a musician originally from Calgary and moved to Vancouver, but I love Calgary very, very dearly. So if you want to check out my music, I would really appreciate it. Tyson Ray Borsboom, Instagram, Spotify, all that stuff. Follow along.
We'll throw some links up.
All the corporates, you know. We don't want to support the man, but at the point where I still need him to get the job done, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. Perfect. No, okay, awesome. Thanks so much,
appreciate
Tyson.
It. Thanks so much, Jordan. 2, 3, 4. Oh, I got a letter in an old mailbox. Got a head at a little truck stop. Ready once, ready again, and I could hardly keep from crying. I've been driving around the last week or so. Empty truck, don't have a load.
And I don't care, 'cause to tell you the truth, I think I might be dying. When it's Trucker Street, Benzedrine on Percocet, amphetamines on Black Beauties and West Coast turn around. When the coast is clear, driving my knee, I mix it all up, a recipe. Coca-Cola and coffee to wash it down. Sometimes I feel like my wheels ain't touching the ground. At the side of the road, he said, "You're a mess." Told him she didn't leave an address. I got another call, said, "Wait right here, back in a little while." Someone in my head across my arms, slipped on the wheel for an hour or more. I started it up and it took off into the night. When it's Trucker Street, Benzedrine on Percocet, amphetamines on Black Beauties and West Coast turn around. When the coast is clear, driving my knee, I mix it all up, a recipe. Coca-Cola and coffee to wash it down. But sometimes I feel like my wheels ain't touching the ground. I've been no high-centered and low throttle when it couldn't stop. I peed in a bottle, I've been so lonesome, made Hank Williams look like a party of five. I've been all beat up, broke down, all loaded on a truck and driven into town. I said, "Oh, I thought you'd be there and in the line." I said, "Oh, I thought you'd be there at the end of the line." When it's Trucker Speed, Benzedrine on Percocet, amphetamines on Black Beauties and West Coast run around. When the coast is clear, driving my knee, I mix it up like a recipe. Oh, Coca-Cola and coffee to wash it down. But sometimes I feel like my wheels ain't touching the ground. But sometimes I feel like my wheels ain't touching the ground. Sometimes I feel like my wheels ain't touching the ground.